Welcome to yet another show of This or That.
This or That.
So we are excited. It is a great series. And we're excited to be doing another one where we're going to see ordinary people in the Bible, but they're making extraordinary decisions.
Yes, this is true.
It is very true. So before we show today's Bible story, let's just get warmed up a bit, Steve.
I could stand a little bit warming up. It's really chilly. Maybe it's because I'm wearing my short sleeve shirt today.
Well, let's warm up with a couple questions for you of this or that. Are you ready?
Warming up. Okay.
Okay, so Steve, here's the thing. You got to pretend you're only a kid in this. I think you can do that.
I can do that.
Pretty confident you can do that. Okay, so you're just a kid answering these questions. All right? And maybe you can answer these questions at home too if you want.
Okay.
Okay, so my first question is
ready.
this. Would you rather fly a helicopter or drive a monster truck?
If I was a kid. Ooh, that's a tough one. Monster truck.
Monster truck, okay. Would you rather become an astronaut or a race car driver?
Boy, that's a tough one too. I think I would say astronaut.
Astronaut, okay. Would you rather get a job at the mall or become the next Prime Minister of Canada?
Prime Minister? These don't seem like for kids. I thought it was supposed to be pretending I was a kid.
Steve, okay, you're kind of recognizing that maybe some of these questions might seem like you're a little too young to answer.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Maybe.
Have you ever heard that growing up? Or maybe you're hearing that now. You're too young for that.
Are you saying I'm youthful?
No.
Apparently I'm youthful.
Sure, Steve, you're very youthful. So you've probably heard those words before. You're too young. Well, in today's story, you're going to hear from Paul, who actually has a different take on this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's hear the story about Timothy.
I'm ready.
All right, let's roll it.
I'm ready.
It's time for everyone's favorite game show where you get to choose pizza or hamburger, chocolate or vanilla, skates or bicycle, pet alligator or pet bear. The game where you get to choose this or that. And here's your host, Trisha Peggy Preston.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of This or That, the game show where you are challenged with the question, is it this or is it that? Today we have another outstanding contestant here joining us on this show. Contestant, come on in!
Yeah, I'm on This or That! I'm so excited!
Wow, what is your name?
My name is Miss Grace.
Miss Grace, you got some wild hair there.
Thank you. You have some wild hair yourself.
Well, thank you. So, you have seen the game before, I'm guessing, and you know what it's all about. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Okay, so again, we are going from the book of Acts, and I'm going to present a question to you. It's at that point you either give me a this or a that answer. Are you ready?
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay, so Paul and Barnabas, they traveled to far off cities. They told thousands of people about Jesus, the good news, and they began many, many churches. But at one point, they decided it was time to come home. Could you tell me, what did they do next? Was it this? They decided to visit churches they started to see how they were doing. Or was it that? They decided to take a break and rest up for the next big journey.
This.
This? That is correct!
Yeah! I'm so excited!
Now, let me just say, you have gotten one step closer to winning today's grand prize. Would you like to carry on, or would you like to have a prize now?
I'd definitely like to go on. I'm going on.
All right, she's Pee-Pee. It's Trish. She's going on, folks. Let's see if she can get the next question right. Paul and Barnabas, they visit the believers in all the towns where they preached the Lord. Barnabas wanted to take a man named Mark with him, but Paul wasn't so sure about taking this man. So, what do you think happened next? Was it this? Barnabas finally agreed to leave Mark behind? Or was it that? Paul and Barnabas split up and went into different directions.
I don't know. I think it's that.
You are correct! That it is! They had a sharp disagreement and they parted. Barnabas took Mark and went off in his own direction, while Paul went with a man named Silas, and they met a young man named Timothy. Everyone seemed to love Timothy, and Timothy loved God. What do you think happened next? Was it this? Paul said he would come back someday and take Timothy when he was older and more helpful, because Timothy was pretty young. Or was it that Paul invited Timothy to come along even though he was young?
I think it's that.
You are right, and you are going on to the grand prize. Are you sure you want to keep going, or do you want to take your prize now?
I don't know. Maybe I should pray about it. I'm going for it, Pee-Pee!
And that's Trish. And yes, Miss Grace is going for it. All right, here we go. It's getting more and more challenging. Next question. Even though Timothy was young, Paul believed that God would do great things through him. So you know what they did? They went on to tell more people about Jesus and share the good news, and they started even more churches. It seemed like everything was going great, but years later, there was something bad that happened. Are you ready to figure it out? Do you want to go on?
Yes.
Okay, was it this? Paul was arrested and thrown in jail for telling people about Jesus. Or was it that Paul got sick on one of his journeys and he died?
Oh, I don't know. Both of those are very sad.
This or that? This or that?
I'm gonna go with this.
She's saying this. What do you think, folks? Do you think she's correct?
I think I am.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
All right, you are absolutely correct, and you are almost having your hands on the grand prize for today. Even though Paul was arrested, he was in jail for telling the good news about Jesus. Are you ready to go on? Do you want your prize now, or are you ready for one final question?
Let's do it, Pee-Pee.
That's Trish. All right, here it is. He was in jail, he was arrested, but he was missing Timothy a lot because Paul really had grown to love Timothy. So he wanted to find a way to talk to Timothy. What do you think happened next? Was it this? Paul wrote 2 letters and sent them to Timothy. Or was it that? Paul invited Timothy to visit him in prison. This or that? It's for the grand prize.
I don't know what to think. I'm gonna go with this.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You don't want to miss that grand prize.
No, I don't.
All right,
What are you eating?
Rough spaghetti noodles.
That is really gross.
You want one?
No,
I got an extra one.
no,
You can't judge before you try it. You need to try it.
fine. Too crunchy.
Raw spaghetti noodles. Why cook them when you can eat them raw? Now in grocery stores.
I can't bite it.
she's going with this, and I gotta say, she is correct! You are the winner of today's grand prize. Absolutely. Paul wrote 2 letters to Timothy. You will find them in the book of 1 Timothy and 2 Timothy. That's in the Bible today. So, Miss Grace, do you want to find out your grand prize for today?
Of course I do. I'm so excited. I'm pumped.
Well, today's grand prize winner is a box of Timbits.
Oh, I love Timbits. They're my favorite.
Congratulations, and thank you for joining us today for another episode of This or That. Please be sure to join us again next week where we will have another exciting episode with a new contestant. Bye for now.
Bye. I'm gonna go eat these Timbits.
Wow, that's such an amazing story, Trish. I love that one.
It's so good.
I know, it's like being young and you can still have an influence for the kingdom of God.
Yeah,
So good.
I love that Paul believed in Timothy even though he was young. He said, hey, I want Timothy to come with me.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
There's things that you can do for God.
And Timothy, he started churches on his own for God.
Yep, that's cool.
So he didn't have to wait years and years down the road to get a certain age to do big things for God.
Do you think like a 10-year-old could start a church?
Yeah. You could
There's something to
totally
think
do
about,
that.
eh?
You could totally get some of your friends together and do that. Yeah. So that's my challenge to you today is, you know what? Don't let your age stop you from doing some things that God is calling you to do. Okay,
Right.
you may not be able to drive a car right now.
Or you might not be able to start a church in a building or anything like that, but
And you might be a little too young to get married.
you can pray for people.
There's lots you can
God
do.
can use you to heal people. God can use you to encourage people. God can even use you to like have a little Bible study or something like that, or just learn about things from the Bible with some of your friends even, right?
That's so
That's
true.
kind of like a church.
It is
right?
like a church, yeah. So that leads me to today's scripture verse today. It says, don't let anyone look down on you because you are young, but set an example for the believers in speech, in conduct, in love, in faith, and purity.
That's right.
And that's from 1 Timothy 4:12.
Such a great verse, Trish.
Something that you can memorize. So my challenge again to you is ask God, what is it that I could be doing for you now at the age I'm at? That I don't have to wait another year or 10 years to do, but I can do right now just as I am.
What about if you're like a little older like me, but you're young at heart?
Hey, that's a bonus.
Yes,
We need people young at heart.
that's good.
Yes.
All right, I'm glad about that because
Because we're supposed to be like children,
I'm kind of
really.
like a big kid anyway, right?
Yes, we noticed that.
What?
We have noticed that. Okay, talking about being a big kid,
Uh-huh.
I have a super duper fun challenge for you
Challenge
today.
time!
And
I'm on a roll.
It has to do with, we were talking about being young and stuff. And that has to do with diapers.
Papers? Now I'm scared. Okay, all right. Bring it on.
All right, Steve, here we have the diaper challenge.
I'm scared.
Just be glad you don't have to wear one of these, Steve.
I'm not so worried about that. I remember when I was changing my kids' diapers when they were little, and I remember the little surprises they left in those diapers.
Well, Steve, I got little
Wasn't nice.
surprises in each one of these diapers. You might want to open your diapers and see. Like this one, for instance, has a lovely little surprise.
Okay.
There we have another one, and they're all a little bit different in shape and size.
Yeah, just like what I remember when I was
And-
changing the kids' diapers.
Yes. So the thing is, though, the good news is, Steve, it's not what you think in there.
Okay.
It's chocolate bars.
Okay.
Who doesn't
it's still
love
in a
chocolate
diaper.
bars? So I have 4 different kinds of chocolate bars
Okay,
here.
what kinds do you have?
I've got Big Turk. That's my favorite.
Okay.
I've got Arrow.
I like arrows.
I've got Mr.
I
Big.
like Miss Bigs too.
And I have O. Henry.
I like O. Henry's.
Okay, so what the challenge is, in a minute, we're going to mix these all up.
Oh, Henry.
So we're not going to know what's in what. We're going to put on our blindfolds.
It's Mr. Big to you.
Okay, we're going to put our blindfolds on. And as quickly as we can,
Okay.
we're going to open each one of our diapers and sample, pick up, feel the chocolate, smell it. sample it right with our eyes still blindfolded.
What one we think
What
it is?
one we think it is on top of each diaper.
Can we just write a letter? Like
You can,
M for Mr. Big
or
and A for
MB or
Arrow.
whatever. And we'll see who gets the most correct.
All right, well, I'm going to win this. So you, just so you know, you might as well get used
Wait,
to that.
you got to mix yours up.
Oh, we should mix it up blindfolded. That
Okay,
way.
all right.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So keep yours over on your side, okay? Because I don't even remember what's in what
I don't
now
either.
either. But okay,
Don't get my.
I got my 4. Can you feel your 4?
Yes, that 1, 2.
And you got your marker.
Yes, I got my marker.
Okay, on your
Okay.
mark, get set, go. These are like baby powder scented diapers, so that makes it a little bit interesting for the flavor.
Powder flavored diapers.
Powder
flavored chocolate.
That's my favorite right there. I know that one. When you're done, take your mask off. Wow, my writing is even amazing for being blindfolded. How about yours?
I got chocolate on my fingers.
All right, let's see how you did. Are you ready?
All right, let me get my glasses on.
Okay, so
Why do I have marker on my fingers? Okay. I got this, Trissy.
first one, I said O. Henry. Is it O. Henry?
That looks like an O. Henry.
It's got peanuts in it.
All right, one for
Definitely O. Henry. How about you? One for me. Okay.
you. I'm going to say, let's start with this one today. I had an A for arrow.
Oh, you left some. I'm amazed.
Not anymore.
Okay, you get a point.
It's gone. Ding, ding, ding.
I'll do my arrow because arrow was really easy, but there's nothing left.
You ate the whole thing?
Yeah.
How do you know it was arrow in there then?
I just know. Arrow.
What in the world?
Next.
Is that your way of, you win because you eat the whole
No,
thing?
you'll
There's
see,
no
you'll see.
evidence left of
There'll
what it
be
was?
evidence with what's, yeah. I only ate that one.
Okay,
'cause it
all
was
right,
small.
all right. All right. Here we go. Let's do this one.
Oh, Henry?
I'm going to say this is an O. Henry. Is that an O. Henry?
Yeah.
Yes. Ha ha.
Okay, next I put Mr. T, but it should be Big Turk. I forgot it was,
Mr. T.
I was thinking it was Mr. Turk, but
Wasn't he an actor?
I meant to be Big Turk, just so you know, okay?
Walk around.
See,
What'd you
I
talk
said
about?
the Big Mr. T. So, and that is definitely the Turk bar. So, okay.
Okay.
What's yours? BT, what's that?
Big Turk.
Big Turk? That's not Big Turk. That's, how could you guess Big Turk on that one?
I think I got my names mixed up.
Wrong, Steve. That's wrong.
What?
I was wrong. This is not BT at all. Big Turk. I don't know what that is, but it's not Big Turk. And my
I
last
think
one.
it's Mr. Big.
I
No.
said Mr. B for Mr. Big. And here we have Mr. Big. I win. Because look at, you put MB for Big Turk.
I think I wrote it on the wrong diaper.
It doesn't matter. You messed it up.
I think I wrote it on the wrong diaper.
I'm the winner. Finally, I win. Finally.
Well-
All right, I'm so excited, Steve, because I really, really, really didn't want to do another consequence because they have been really bad lately. So, guess what, Steve? I got a special
I'm not scared of your consequences anymore.
consequence for you today.
I'm not scared.
Well, you might when you see this one because it's still in line with the diaper. Stay tuned for Steve's consequence.
I'm not scared.
All right, Steve. For your consequence, I've got a baby spoon for you. So there you go. Okay. And you are going to eat. Actually, maybe I should feed you this because babies need to be fed. Yeah. Let me do this again. Let's do this again. Yeah, so, okay, here we go. All right, Steve. For your consequence, I have a baby spoon, which I'm going to spoon feed you with. And this is your food in here.
I'm scared. Oh! That is gross. What is that? Oh, man.
Baby food, Steve.
That literally looks like poop.
It's kind of like baby food.
That's disgusting.
It's actually, you can tell me.
Ah! No! Ew.
It's Nutella, Steve.
It's still Nutella from a diaper.
Well, this is true. It is coming from a diaper, which does add maybe a little different flavor to it. But there you have it. Today's consequence. Nutella. Also known as baby food from the diaper.
Oh, right. Sticky.
Thank you for joining us. I hope you'll be back again. We will be back, so I hope you'll be joining us again next week. Bye for now.
Bye. I gotta go wash my mouth.